What's going on? Dr. Gonzo Boogie here again, back for another update video. And in this video I was going to show you guys the cool stuff that I picked up over the weekend. Some of this stuff I got at FYE. Some of the stuff here I got in the mail that I ordered it a little while ago. And one of the things here I picked up at a thrift store. So I got a grab bag of goodies here, and I'm real excited to show you guys the cool stuff I picked up. So I'm just going to get going and start off with the Blu-rays, and I only picked up one Blu-ray recently. This is probably the coolest thing I have to show in this video, and this is the Videodrome Blu-ray. This is actually an UK import. This is region free. Really awesome. Love how they used the original movie poster as the cover on this, because it's one of my favorite movie posters of all time. It's like a variation on the original movie poster, but it's still really cool. It's a little bit more zoomed in than the actual poster is, but still really awesome. But like I said, this is a region free Blu-ray here, and Videodrome was one of my favorite movies of all time. I just love this movie. It's definitely my favorite David Cronenberg movie, and just one of my favorite science fiction movies too. It's got James Woods in it and Deborah Harry from Blondie. This was her first film role. She did a really cool job in this. Great movie here. Highly recommend this one. Videodrome on Blu-ray. So I'm going to move on to the DVDs here. Got a couple Elite Entertainment editions here. I've been kind of getting back into picking up some of those and collecting some of the Elite Entertainment releases, because they're a really cool DVD company. They're actually probably better known for their Laserdisc releases, which I would love to get some of their Laserdiscs one of these days, but I just haven't gotten around to collecting any Laserdiscs at all lately. But I actually picked up the Elite editions of Night of the Living Dead and The Evil Dead, which these are two of my favorite horror movies of all time. So I thought it was cool picking these up. I got them both really cheap, ordered these off the computer. First off here, I'll just show you guys the Night of the Living Dead one. I actually have another release of Night of the Living Dead from Elite Entertainment, but it's just a regular special edition. This is actually the Elite Millennium edition of the movie, which in my opinion, this is probably the best edition of this movie you can get right now, because there's not a really good Blu-ray release of this movie out in the US right now. But I was really happy that I got this in the original red case, because it's later on in the release of this, I've seen it floating around just in a black case. So I'm glad that I got the red edition of this, I guess you could say. So this is really awesome. Really glad that I picked this one up. Then I also picked up the Elite edition of The Evil Dead, and I really like this edition. It has the original movie poster on the cover. I just like the way it looks. Reminds me kind of like an old VHS tape. And this was actually, this Elite Entertainment copy of this movie is actually the first copy I ever owned of The Evil Dead. Early on, when I first found out about this movie, I got this for Christmas years and years ago. And after I had picked up a bunch of other editions of it, I ended up trading this one to one of my friends. And ever since, I sort of regretted it, and I kind of always wanted to pick it back up. So I'm glad that I did. And this is just a really cool release right here. Really old school looking. Right, and then next up for the DVDs, I got an Anchor Bay here. This is Bruno Mattei film, Rats, Night of Terror. I've never seen this one. Always wanted to check it out. I've actually heard this is one of Bruno Mattei's better movies. I have a couple of his other movies on DVD too, and they were kind of cheesy, Italian, weird horror movies. So, you know, looking forward to checking this one out and seeing what it's all about. I think if I remember, this one came with the insert. And I found this one randomly used at FYE, so that's why I always check around what they have there, because you never know, you can stumble upon some Anchor Bays every once in a while. Really cool stuff here. Rats. Okay. Here we have Legend, and this I actually picked up at a thrift store. It was brand new for $3. Thought that was a pretty good deal. And Legend is a Ridley Scott film, and Ridley Scott's one of my all-time favorite directors because he made two of my favorite movies ever, Alien and Blade Runner. I just love both of those movies. So I've always wanted to give this one another chance. I would say probably a year ago I picked this one up on DVD and tried to watch it, and I thought it was pretty good. I'm just not really big into fantasy movies. I'm more into horror and sci-fi stuff, so fantasy's just not a type of genre of movie that I check out all the time. I'm just not really into too many fantasy movies either. But and I never got through this movie, so I only got like halfway through, and I think I was getting tired, and I fell asleep watching this, and I just never got around to checking it out again. And I ended up selling that copy I had off so I could buy some other stuff one day. So I've been wanting to give this one another chance, so I figured I'd pick it up again. And for $3, I said why not? And I actually really like this edition. It actually uses the original movie poster on the cover, and I think this comes with the theatrical cut and the director's cut, which I think is really cool because I'm actually wanting to watch both versions of the movie. I figured I would maybe watch the theatrical cut first, and if I liked it at all, then I would check out the director's cut later on. So there it is, Legend DVD. Let me know in the comments if you guys like this movie at all. Right, and then last for this video is a TV series, one of my favorites of all time, and this is the Munsters, the first season, and this is also a DVD that I used to have years ago, back in 2004 when this first came out. I remember picking this up along with season 2. Again, I got them as Christmas presents, and for one reason or another, they either got beat up or something else happened, and I ended up selling them or trading them off. And ever since, I've always wanted to buy them back again. So I was really happy when I stumbled upon this at FYE. It was used for like $14.99. It might even have been like $12.99. It was just a really good price because this is the first release of this on DVD, and it tends to be the most expensive one. So that was a pretty good price for this. So I was really happy about it, and I love the artwork on this. It's in a really, really cool case. And this is just the first season. The Munsters had 2 seasons, so I also want to pick up the original DVD release of the second season of the Munsters too. So hopefully I'll get around to that pretty soon. So there it is. This is really nice the way it's put in here. It's in like this little box thing like this. Just a really, really nice release of this. So happy to have this in my collection again. But that was all I have to show for this video, and I hope you guys enjoyed it like always. And of course, later on this month, I plan to post up a couple Christmas themed videos. I was definitely going to do a video where I showed you guys, show you guys all of my Christmas DVDs and VHS tapes because I have a decent amount, so I figured that would make a pretty cool video. And I also have a couple other ideas for videos that I've been wanting to get up, so hopefully I'll be able to post a couple of those up later this month too. So hope you guys enjoyed the video. If you did, definitely leave a comment or give this video a big old thumbs up, and I'll see you guys next time.